Hello YouTube and welcome to episode 1 of How to Be a Better Free-For-All Sniper. Today we will be covering your class setup. Here's the warm-up class that I recommend. It's the Vector K10. You have Suppressor, Extended Mags, and Laser Sight. Your recommended perks are Flak Jacket, Toughness, and Dexterity. I always run Dexterity and Toughness and Flak Jacket because I hate getting naded even though I always die with it. Toughness because it really helps you keep your shot on target more than you'll ever know, and that is really beneficial when you're using a sniper. A lot of snipers use fast hand so that way they can switch to their pistol in a tight situation, but I don't recommend it because you want to get better with your sniper, not run around using a pistol. And Dexterity because I feel it's like the placebo effect. I personally feel that you are more accurate with Dexterity because you can get your sights up quicker, but that's just me. You can easily swap out Dexterity for Dead Silence, Awareness, or Tactical Mask. As for your lethal, I recommend the Combat Axe because if you're in a close situation and you run out of ammo with your Vector, you can just chuck a tomahawk at the guy and totally pwn him. So that's always fun. And as far as your tactical, I recommend the Concussion because it really helps you out of tight situations. It really does. The reason why I recommended extended mags is because the Vector has a decent rate of fire, great hip fire accuracy when you put on laser sight, and having that extra few bullets in your clip or your magazine really helps you out of tight situations when you're fighting 3-4 guys, and believe me, that happens a lot in free-for-all. If you've watched my awakening montage, you know what I'm talking about. So that's it for your warm-up class. And now we're going to move on to the Ballista. Okay, here we are at the Ballista. As far as your attachments for the Ballista go, I recommend the Ballistics CPU because the idle sway on here is really an annoyance. You can get used to it and you can actually play without it. I've played without the Ballistics CPU for, the first 2 months of the game. Then I switched to the Ballistics CPU and I noticed my accuracy actually increased. So you can try it with it, which I recommend, or you can try it without. It's up to you. This is just a general guide. I recommend laser sight so you can have your crosshairs be smaller, so it's a lot easier for you to get your target into those crosshairs and pull off an accurate quickscope. As far as your recommended secondary goes, you can use any pistol you want. I'm just recommending the B23R with extended clip because you ultimately don't want to die. So that's why it's always good to have a pistol in your back pocket for those tight situations where the guy's just totally strafing your bullets, jumping around you. You can just easily pull out the pistol, shoot him in the face, and move on and get back to sniping. Because ultimately, you don't want to die. You want to have a good gameplay. You want to have it be enjoyable. So go ahead and pull out that pistol, get the kill. But try not to do it too often because you want to get better with a sniper, not run around and be a pistol hero. Next up is the DSR-50. Here's the DSR-50. My recommended attachments for this is the Ballistics CPU, laser sight, and extended mags. I've played around with all the attachments for each sniper, and I found that the DSR-50 is really well suited for the extended magazine, or extended clip as they call it in here. Having that extra 2 bullets in your magazine will save you a lot of downtime so you don't constantly have to reload, and it will help you in tight situations when you're missing your shots or you're just starting out. So that way you won't have to reload in the middle of the fight and ultimately end up dead. I recommend the same exact perks, same exact lethal, only a concussion on this because it's a really slow firing weapon. Or I take that back. It fires at the exact same rate as the Ballista, but the ADS time, which is aiming down sights, is a lot slower. So you'll feel like almost like you're running around with an LMG, but when you pull off an accurate quickscope with this thing, you feel like you're unstoppable. So I'm recommended the concussion, so you can throw it into a room, you can go in there, and you can clear whoever is in there out without having to worry about them turning on you and just decimating you. So you use primary gunfighter, throw on your extended clip, your preferred camo, and you go into a free-for-all and rock the house. This has been the very first episode of How to Be a Free-for-All Sniper, and I will see you next time with an actual gameplay of me using one of these classes that you see here. If you want to see my warm-up game, I will put a link or an annotation on the screen, and you'll go ahead and enjoy that. It was my opinions on boosters video, so I'm the Honest Gamer. Stay honest. I'll see you next time.